In the realm of global economics, trade deficits often take center stage, shaping policy decisions and, at times, political rhetoric. In recent years, President Donald Trump has been a vocal critic of America's trade relationships, particularly with countries like Canada, Mexico, China, and the European Union. However, as newly released federal statistics from the Department of Commerce reveal, Trump's assertions about these trade deficits seem to be more grounded in hyperbole than reality. Trade deficits are a part of modern economic exchanges, reflecting the difference between what a country imports and what it exports. Contrary to Trump's portrayal of trade deficits as detrimental losses or subsidies, they are not inherently negative. In fact, they can signal a healthy demand for foreign products, benefiting American consumers with a variety of goods and services at competitive prices. Let's begin with our northern neighbor, Canada. President Trump has repeatedly claimed that the United States faces a $200 billion trade deficit with Canada, a figure he uses to justify imposing tariffs. Yet this claim is far from accurate. The actual trade deficit with Canada in 2024 stood at $35.7 billion, thus decreased from $40.6 billion in 2023. This discrepancy underscores the importance of relying on data-driven insights rather than rhetoric. Even if we focus solely on goods, ignoring the services sector where the U.S. excels, the deficit was $70.6 billion in 2024, down from $72.3 billion in 2023. These figures highlight the resilience and strength of the economic ties between the two countries, suggesting an opportunity for collaborative growth rather than conflict. Turning our gaze south to Mexico, Trump has suggested a staggering $350 billion trade deficit. However, the federal statistics paint a different picture, with the 2024 deficit in goods and services trade at $179 billion, up from $162.1 billion in 2023. The goods trade deficit alone was $181.5 billion, an increase from $161.4 billion the previous year. While this increase might seem concerning, it's essential to recognize the potential for growth and collaboration that exists within these numbers. By fostering innovation and enhancing trade partnerships, both nations can benefit from shared economic prosperity. The narrative takes a similar turn with China, a country that has been at the center of Trump's trade policies, particularly with his emphasis on tariffs. The president has claimed a trade deficit with China exceeding $1 trillion, but the reality is that the 2024 deficit in goods and services trade was $263.3 billion, an increase from $252.1 billion in 2023. This figure, though substantial, is far from the exaggerated claims. It's worth noting that trade deficits fluctuate due to a myriad of factors, and while the deficit rose during Trump's administration, it remained lower than in many years of his first presidency. This indicates a potential for reevaluating trade strategies that could enhance mutual benefits. Europe, another focal point of Trump's trade rhetoric, faces similar mischaracterizations. The president has asserted deficits ranging from $300 billion to $350 billion with the European Union. However, the 2024 statistics reveal a trade deficit of $161.1 billion in goods and services, up from $125.1 billion in 2023. In goods alone, the deficit was $236.7 billion, up from $201.6 billion. While these numbers may not align with Trump's portrayal, they highlight the dynamic and interconnected nature of the global economy. Given these insights, it's crucial to adopt a forward-looking perspective. Rather than dwelling on misrepresentations, we can focus on leveraging these trade relationships to foster innovation, economic growth, and mutual prosperity. By prioritizing data-driven policies and constructive dialogue, there's immense potential to enhance these partnerships and create a more balanced global trade environment. Before we wrap up, if you're finding our analysis insightful, consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth explorations of global economic trends. Your engagement helps us continue to provide fact-based reporting and constructive criticism. As we move forward, it's essential to ask, how can the U.S. reshape its trade strategies to better align with reality and foster economic growth? What steps should be taken to ensure these relationships are mutually beneficial and sustainable? We invite you to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Let's engage in a meaningful dialogue about the future of trade and its impact on our global community. In conclusion, While President Trump's claims about trade deficits may not hold up under scrutiny, they provide an opportunity to reevaluate and enhance our approach to international trade. By focusing on collaboration and innovation, we can build a more prosperous future for all. Thank you for joining us today, and remember to like the video if you found it informative. Stay tuned for more updates and discussions on the pressing issues of our time.